So my name is John Smiley. I'm a general building contractor here in Santa Cruz, California. So I was introduced to the owner of Makai, the restaurant here out on Santa Cruz Wharf, by a good friend of mine, Kit Suitert, who's the owner of Cabinet Town Cabinetry here in Santa Cruz, as a display for in their restaurant. And I, couldn't pass up the chance. One, it's a very challenging project to, hand make a canoe. But there was a personal side of it for me. I was born and raised in Hawaii, in the island of Oahu, and grew up paddling canoe, learned how to lash a canoe and paddle a canoe and, respect the oceans. It was right up my alley, and I was really excited to get started on it. I have not ever built a canoe before. I've done a lot of woodworking. My father was a boat builder. I knew I could do it, but I knew it was going to be a challenge. One of the biggest challenges was to decide how to make it, whether I was going to do a dugout or a plank style, building a frame and wrapping the wood around it. Decided a dugout was the more traditional way. I could do it in a quicker period of time. So I decided on using cypress, a local wood here in Santa Cruz, California, a Northern California tree that's grown on the ocean, real weathered wood. Looks really beautiful once it's sanded and sealed, and it's a little bit of a tighter grain and is a little bit of softer wood. So what I did was I sourced the wood out from Pacific Firewood and Lumber. They have a big mill who was able to literally mill a 16 by 24 by 14 foot piece of wood, which ended up weighing about 2,000 pounds. I had the challenge of hand carving it down to about 240 pounds. So how I got started was I decided to make a model. You can't make a mistake once you remove the material and it's wrong. It's an expensive piece of wood, and you got to start all over. It really gave me an idea, of how I was going to start and proceed with it. So some of the features of it, I worked on the hull first, the wa'a, and these ends are called manus, which means bird. So there's that shape. There's many different styles the Polynesians made. This is more of maybe a lagoon style fishing. You can stand up in them. These are the iakos, and this is the ama, the outrigger. And it was all traditionally lashed with a coconut frond, oiled somehow, maybe kukui nut, and there's all these different styles. We put a couple of seats in it. This is a two-man, and went to scale, built it to scale. This is an 1/8 scale of it. And then the owner, Martin Drobach, requested handmade ho'uli, which is the paddles they use to paddle the outriggers, made out of the same cypress. This is semi-traditional, I had to kind of guess and look at pictures online and ask friends and family. Yeah, so I wrote on the paddle the name of the canoe, which is Nalu. And we came up with that. It means smiling wave. The waves look like they're smiling. You get a big smile out of riding the waves on the canoe, surfing the waves. Yeah, so I'm kind of blown away by the process. It was an incredible experience. I'm deeply appreciative for the experience and the opportunity, and I'm really happy with the outcome of it. I feel like I came pretty close to a traditional style Polynesian Hawaiian canoe, a wa'a. It's pretty stout, actually. It doesn't move. Oh, I missed a spot. Yeah, let's take it back down. I got to take it back home.